again, thank you so much. I think this is the last of it. I really do. This is the last of my amazing haul. I have some items, 2 items that I'm going to show you on the back end of this video because they are amazing, honestly. So when I say how much I pay for these, honestly, you guys are probably going to be just as giddy as I am. I have not looked any of these items up with the exception of the last piece that I'm going to show you. I did look those up. And yeah, but everything else I'm about to show you, I have not looked any of this up yet, so I have no idea what I'm going to list them for, but they were all interesting and cool, and I just thought that I would grab them, and they were all great prices. So without further ado, let me just say, guys, thank you so much again for stopping by my channel. If there's anything that you guys see, it's probably going to take me a minute to get these items listed on my Etsy and my eBay shop. But if there's anything that you guys see before I get these items listed, go ahead and send me an email. I'm happy to send you an invoice, and then we can go from there. So don't ever hesitate. If you really want something, just let me know. All right? All right, so the first item I'm going to show you is a set of 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They're pencils, right? Just regular old pencils, I believe. Excuse me. They're just pencils, right? But look how cool the tops are. Oh my goodness, it looks like the United Nations. I don't know, but they're so adorably cute. Just adorable. Now, I think there's something because I have sold pencils like this that had kokeshi dolls on the top. So these very well may be the same. I don't know. I can't really tell, but that's what they look like, right? They're so detailed, as you guys can see. Look how detailed these babies are. These are something. Look at these. Like they're something. They're just not regular pencils. I mean, you know, they're gorgeous little tapered pencils in all types of colors. But yeah, they are all just adorned in beautiful outfits. I totally love each and every one of them. I think this one was my favorite. Oh my goodness, because of course because it's purple. Guys, you know how much I love purple. And then this one is cute too. Look at this one. Look. Isn't that cute? Oh my God, these are so cute. And I have 9 of them. And they came in a baggie. There were 2 of the pencils that were not like this. I'm going to give those 2 to my niece. One has like rainbow colors on it. And the other one has like, I don't know, it has like red, white, and blue or something. So I'm going to give those 2 to my niece so that she can have them for school. All right, the next item, I found some more stained glass hanging ornaments, guys. Again, I found these in a baggie. It was all of these for, I want to say $5.99. So I'm going to group them together because of the theme. So here's 2. These are obviously have a Halloween theme or harvest theme. So here's a pumpkin. These are in great condition. Sometimes when these things, you know, you just never know because they're scratched up. But look how beautiful that one is. Here's a pumpkin. Here's a black cat. Look at that. So I'm going to sell these things in lots. So I'll sell these 2 together. Give me one moment. And then I have one that has just some pumpkins. As a matter of fact, I may throw this one in there too, in that lot of 3. So it'll be 3. This pumpkin, right? Isn't that pretty? And then the next one they have a kind of sort of, I'm going to say a spring type of summer theme. So I'll sell, look at those. Aren't they beautiful? So I'll sell these 2 separately. There's no mark on the bottom. They're not like the ones I found at that estate sale. Oh my goodness, those were amazing. But yeah, look at these. Just beautiful. Right? People love these. And then finally, this one is obviously it's a Christmas theme, and I love this one too. Some candy canes and holly and berries. The candy canes are wrapped in a ribbon with holly and berries. So all of those came in a baggie. I want to say it was like $5.99 for all of those. So anytime I can pick these up, I'm going to pick them up every day, all day, because people love them. They put them in the windows. They hang them around, you know, around their home in a window so they can catch the sunlight. So I have a tendency to pick those up whenever I can get them and when they're in good condition. All right, the next item, let me just move this around. Let me just get this. This next item caught my eye because I saw this lady with it. She picked it up and then she put it down. And I was like, okay, good for me. Yes, please. Yeah, look at this little tray. It is hand painted. You can tell it's hand painted. Look how gorgeous this tray is. Now, I don't know whether or not this is vintage. There's no maker's mark on the bottom, but clearly this baby was used. There's a lot of wear on the bottom, but it's made out of metal. And someone hand painted this baby. Look at this. It's not that big. I want to say probably about 8 inches, maybe 8 by 5. But it's not that big as you can see. But it's beautiful nonetheless. I totally love it. So she didn't want it. And I said, yes, please. That's what resellers do. I think this lady is a reseller too. I've seen her in the store a bunch of times. But she didn't want it. And she put it back down on the shelf. And I grabbed it. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, the next item is a Tommy Bahama set of, I think they're salad pieces, and I love Tommy Bahama. Let me just show you the Tommy Bahama label on the back of these. Tommy Bahama, right? And so anything that's Tommy Bahama, whether it's his glasses, anything Tommy Bahama, I picked them up because people love Tommy Bahama. They love his home decor pieces, his beach theme pieces, bar theme, tiki bar being theme decor. So I usually pick them up. But look how cool these are. In excellent condition. These things I don't think have ever been used. And it's the fork, obviously, and the spoon. Here's the crab. And, you know, they're just so cool. Can you imagine seeing these babies on your summer table? I love, love, love these. Absolutely love them. Paid a good price for them and absolutely love the fact that they're light and airy. And I would love these as a part of my dining table in the summer. Serving a nice seafood salad or a salad or of any type of salad, actually. My doctor told me I had my physical, and I love seafood. I absolutely adore seafood. But I got to watch the shellfish because it raises your cholesterol. So it's kind of depressing. All right, guys. So the next thing I'm going to show you. So imagine my giddiness when I saw 2 of these in a baggie, right? They were way in the back of the baggie wall. And when I saw these 2, here's the red one. It's like a ruby red one and a green one. So when I saw these, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, turkeys on nests or whatever they call these babies. Very, very cool. But here's the deal. I don't think that they're vintage. Give me 1 second. So this one is like a ruby red color. I think you guys can probably see it. For the most part, they're in good condition. There's a label on the bottom. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if you guys can see it in this camera. Probably not. It says made in China. And the label on it says, I want to say it says ND made in England. Not made in England. ND England. I can't read it, but there's a label there, right? So obviously these things are not vintage, which is completely fine, right? I still think they are adorably, adorably cute. So this one is like I want to say it's like a ruby, not even ruby red. It's more like it's really not a ruby red. It's some form of red. I wish the camera can kind of sort of pick it up. You guys do see it, obviously. And then the other one is like a avocado green, obviously, right? So this one, these 2 I'm going to sell together. I'm going to try to see if I can get a good picture of what that label is. But nonetheless, 2 of these were in the baggie. And I want to say they were $5.99 for 2 of them. But they certainly do mimic the ones that are vintage, right? Which is completely fine. The next item I'm going to show you is adorably cute. I think I have sold one of these before. I think it's a napkin holder. It's a hand-painted kind of sort of folk art napkin holder, right? I believe this is a rooster, right? There is no maker's mark on the bottom, but he is, roosters are he, right? Adorably cute, right? Beautifully hand-painted piece. And again, it's a little dusty. Is that dust? I think it's dust. Sorry about that. Anyway, beautifully hand-painted piece, as you can see. Love, 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 love this little fella, right? And he absolutely was going to come home with me. I want to say I only paid like $2.99 for him. So, of course, he was going to come home with me. Little fella. It's almost like something was in his mouth. I don't know. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you is along those same, well, not necessarily. I've sold one of these before. This one is a much higher quality than the one I sold maybe about a year ago. It is a wooden candle holder that I want to say this is a Dove. There's no maker's mark on the bottom, but this thing is, you can definitely tell the wood on this feels incredibly, it's quality wood. So it's a candle holder, right? So all of these fold in, it looks like that, right? Look at that wood. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to definitely polish it up a little bit. I was almost thinking that maybe there was another row here, maybe. I'm not really sure. Guys, honestly, I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on this. But I have sold one of these before. Again, that one I think was probably Swedish. But this one, I don't know who made this or whatever, but I absolutely love, love, love this piece. All of these wings spread out, and you can put some candles in it. So, can you guys see that? So I absolutely love this piece, and I paid a good price for it, and I'm pretty sure that it will sell. It will sell for sure, right? All right, so that's that. That baby down. The next item I'm going to show you. So here's one of those things where it's one of those pieces where you just kind of sort of do a double take on it. And again, I am discovering that the things that look odd to me, I should probably, my instinct tells me just to go ahead and pick it up if it looks odd. This is no exception. This is a nun, right? It's clearly a nun. And on the tag, it says, give me one second. It says, the nun, may the saints of goodness look upon you with grace and well-being. Give me one second. I'll just show you the tag. It says, may the saints of goodness look upon you with grace and well-being. So I love the tag, and then, or that saying. And then there's a tag on it that says Val Night Studios. Let me just show you this leather tag that says Val Night Studios. There is no, that I could tell, give me one second. I believe that's the initial VKS right there. Hello, right? So guess what? These pieces sell, I think I paid $3.99 for this piece. This little beautiful piece, it sells super duper well. Probably, I think I saw a priest and a nun together that was about $80. So, yeah. Oh my God. I just love this piece. Love, love, love. She is so peaceful. Is that damaged? No. She is so just peaceful, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And I paid $3.99 for this piece. Absolutely love it. So again, those things that kind of sort of look a little odd and a little unusual, but kind of sort of cool at the same time. This is no exception. And again, I paid $3.99 for this piece. And this Val Night Studio piece, it sells exceptionally well on eBay. Yes, please. All right, so that's that. The next piece, I want to say this is an artisan piece, like somebody made it. There's no maker's mark on it, but it is. If somebody did paint this baby, it is stunningly gorgeous, and I'm very, very tempted to keep it myself. Right? So look at this. It's a fish. It's a wooden fish, right? You can tell it's hand painted, high gloss, and just very well done. There's no maker's mark on the back at all. You can definitely tell that this was somebody, it's handmade or handcrafted, that is. I tried to do a little lookup on this before I left the store. I wasn't going to leave it, guys, honestly, because, you know, I'm a huge fan of purple. I totally love it. Somebody, whoever did this, they did a fantastic job. I think somebody's going to love this beautiful piece, even though it's kind of folk. It looks like folk art a little bit, and it's just well done. I absolutely, absolutely love, love, love this piece. Like, I love it. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. So anyway, that's that. As a matter of fact, let me just take a pause here. I have a live sale with D, with Thrill of the Thrift. This is a little quick plug. I have a live sale with D, with the Thrill of the Thrift, on Wednesday, April the 17th at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I was going to try to pull some items that had like a summer, spring summer theme. We don't really have a theme for this particular show, but I was going to try to pull some things that are, you know, vintage, obviously vintage, but things that have a spring or summer type of feel to them. So I may add that to, I may add this to my arsenal on my live sale with D on Wednesday, April the 17th at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be on D's site. I'm going to put together a thumbnail to remind you guys shortly, so you guys will definitely know when that is available on her site. So the next item I'm going to show you, I paid $8.99 for a set of 6 of these enameled plates. So let me just show you what they look like. $8.99 for a set of 6 of them, right? Amazing. So let me just put one of them down. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, because I want you to see the label, so you can be on the lookout for them. Here we go. So this one is probably like a good 10-inch size plate. It's made out of enamel, in excellent condition. No scrapes, no scrapes or scratches, no utensil marks. Perfect for the summer, right? Can you imagine just sitting out on your patio or on your deck, or if you're blessed to have a boat, serving your guests on these plates, right? Isn't this because I'm from Maryland, so we love crabs. We love Maryland blue crabs. So these are pretty daggone amazing, right? It's by this company called Golden Rabbit, right? They are dishwasher safe, oven safe, and chip resistant. But anyway, the name of the company is called Golden Rabbit, right? I had never heard of that company, but these are enamel plates. And check this out, guys. When I did a Google Lens on these plates, a set of 5 sold recently for $92. A set of 5, I have 6, sold for $92. And I have them, and they are in excellent, excellent condition. And I paid $8.99 for a set of 6. Love, love, love these guys. Honestly, somebody's going to pick these babies up. I'm going to try to get these listed fairly soon, because I know that somebody's going to pick these up for the summer. I know that they are. I sold some Mackenzie Child plates like these. They were enamel plates too. I listed them. I think they were on my site for about 3 months, and they just recently sold too. So yeah, love, love, love these. This was my one of my favorite finds. The last 2 that I'm going to show you, I gotta say, are pretty daggone amazing. Okay, so I found these were in baggies, right? They were in baggies along with another paperweight that I'm going to give to my niece. And I saw the paperweight, which was pretty cool. But then also, as I was swirling the bag around, I saw these 2 little figurines in there. And I'm like, wow, those are cool. So let me just stop talking. Look at these, right? They're little small birds, right? Look at these. I have 2 of them. So I'm going to put one of them down. So there's a label on the bottom that says IHG, made in Waterford, Ireland. So that's the label, IHG, made in Waterford, Ireland. So just look how beautiful that piece is. Isn't it beautiful? I'm so glad my camera is picking that up. My camera has been acting a little crazy today. But these are beautiful, and I have 2 of them. So these made in Waterford, Ireland little birds are selling on eBay for about $49. And I think I paid less than $5 for these in the baggie. Yes, please. All day, every day. You got to keep your eyes open. I'm telling you, got to keep your eyes open. Do not sleep on the baggies. And again, I'll show you this nun again. Even though at first glance, when you look, it looks so nondescript. It looked like, oh, okay, it's a nice little cute little religious figurine. But absolutely check it out. Check out signatures, and look them up real quick, because they could possibly be something. And I absolutely am keeping my eye on things that look unusual or just odd. And I'm scoring big time, and I'm very grateful for that. All right, guys, so this last item I'm going to show you, I'm going to just tell you right off the bat that I paid $9.99 for this entire set. And so there was a lady in the aisle with me, and I know that she's a reseller because she had a cart full of stuff. I think that she mainly picks up dishes and kitchen type stuff. I always see her a lot in the store, and her cart is always full with dishes and glasses and things of that nature. And I am so very, very surprised she did not pick this up. Maybe she was just afraid of it, or I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm so glad that her eye did not turn toward it, because she and I were in the same aisle. And when I saw it, I didn't even know the manufacturer when I saw it. I just thought it was super pretty. And so I immediately just grabbed it. I said, "Excuse me." And I immediately grabbed it and I put it in my cart. So, and I'm going through the aisle and I'm, winding stuff down. So then finally I decided to take a look at it. And then I looked on the bottom of it and I noticed that the label on the bottom was Williams Sonoma, right? Which is a amazing brand. It's a teapot. Excuse me one second. It's a teapot. It is in stunningly gorgeous condition. I already checked it out and I don't see any chips or any cracks. I'm really hoping that I'm telling you the truth, because I don't see any chips or cracks on this baby at all. So this is just a teapot. Williams Sonoma teapot, right? So no chips, no cracks, guys. There's no chips or crack on the spout. There's no chips or cracks on the lid. I don't think this piece has ever been used. Look how beautiful it is on the inside. And look at the handle. It's beautiful. Guys, I have a set of 4 cups and 4 saucers and this teapot. The teapot alone just recently sold, I want to say, not recently, but back in January, for about $55. Just the teapot. $55 for the teapot. So I tell you that, guys, honestly, I am speaking to resellers, right? So again, keep your eye open for those things that look unusual, that look, anything like Williams Sonoma, Crate and Barrel, Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware. I naturally pick those things up anyway, because not all of it sells for high dollar, but a great majority of those people are still buying today. And there's some patterns that people, either they want them for replacement or they just want them as a part of their home decor. But I believe this piece is going to do super duper well. And I'm so glad that I only paid $9.99 for the teapot and 4 cups and 4 saucers, guys. I can't even believe that. And again, the label is Williams Sonoma, right? So I don't have to tell you anymore that I'm so excited about this $9.99 purchase. So I'm going to show you 2 of the cups just so you can see how they look. I haven't inspected all of them, so I hope that they are all good. I'll just have to look carefully. But again, here are 2 teapots or teacups. Sorry about that. And that same pattern. They're just so pretty. Oh my goodness. Just love them. Excellent condition, no utensil marks or anything, right? Just gorgeous. And then, so that's 4 cups. Let me just look real quick. I just want to make sure, because now I'm curious. No cracks. Look at that Greek key around the top. And that beautiful pattern. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, these are just gorgeous. And then look at the tea saucers, guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'll just put these 2 together so you guys can see. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful set? Love, love, love this set. This entire set was $9.99. And I'm so glad that I picked it up. I'm so glad that my reseller, I'm not going to call her a friend, but my reseller counterpart, I can't think of another word, she didn't pick it up and she didn't see it. She probably like, I don't want to deal with the shipping on the teapot. I don't care. So what I'm going to probably end up doing, obviously, I'm going to sell the teapot separately. I'm going to sell the cups and the sauce. I got to do a little bit more research and see how those 2 are selling. But I may sell all 4 of them together, or I may sell them individually. I'll have to see how they do. So I learned that lesson from, what is her name? I watch her all the time. She is an amazing, amazing reseller. Tina with Gemini Deals Thrift. If you go check her out, oh my God, I think that she has done probably over, I think she sold probably well over 50,000 items on her eBay shop. She's been a long time eBay reseller, and she sells everything. And I've been watching her when she picks up. She's not afraid to, she's like me, she's not afraid to ship glass or big items. And I noticed that when she picks up, you know, plates and saucers and things like that, you know, she lots them out, right? Depending on the pattern. She found a whole, was it a storage bin? I can't remember if it was a storage bin or at a yard sale, but she found a huge lot of, I think it's Royal Albert cups and saucers and sugar bowls and creamers. And I mean, it was a whole big set. And I want to say she paid like maybe, I'm making this number up, $30 for that. It was a whole set. And she lotted everything out. And oh my gosh, she's probably going to quadruple the amount of money that she spent. And so I guess it just depends on the pattern. So I am super duper happy about this Williams-Sonoma teapot and the cups and saucers. So yes, please, it was in this bin. I'm not even going to show you the bin, but it was just all in this bin. Thank goodness. No chips, no cracks that I could tell on any of the pieces. I'll do a thorough inspection of all of them, obviously. But that was the find of the day. That was the find of the day, along with these plates right here, which I'm completely happy about. I'm totally digging these plates. And of course, I got to show you these again, these beautiful Waterford little birds, right? So I think I really did really super good today at 2nd Avenue. They were absolutely rocking today, I have to say, and well worth it. So the amount of money that I spent today, which wasn't a ton, actually, it really wasn't. I'm pretty sure that the teapot, between the teapot and those Waterford birds, would more than cover what I spent today with this haul. More than cover it. All right. All right, guys. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Donna is done for the day. Donna with Restore Glory is done for the day. I'm going to grab me some dinner. I made this amazing chicken salad. So I'm probably going to give me some chicken salad and some crackers and kind of sort of munch on those a little bit. And then I'm going to put all this stuff up. And then I'm going to process some videos while I'm in bed watching a movie. You know, I've been watching a lot of black and white movies lately, which I totally love. I love black and white movies. One of my favorite movies of all time is Madam X. It's not black and white, but it's one of my favorite movies with Lana Turner. I love Lana Turner. Madam X, Imitation of Life. I love James Stewart. I'm just an old head. I love. My husband's like, why do you love those movies? I don't know. I was born in the 60s. I have no idea. But any of those black and white movies with those Hollywood legends like Lana Turner, Sidney Poitier, obviously, all of those black and white movies I absolutely love. And so sometimes I'll just put on a string of them and just watch them again over and over and over again, back to back while I'm listing or photographing. So that's just my jam. Totally love it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much again. Again, if there's anything that you guys see that I haven't posted on my Etsy or my eBay shop, send me an email. My information is down there below. And if I haven't listed it, I'm happy to send you a PayPal invoice. And again, just another plug. I'm going to be having a live sale with D with Thrill of the Thrift on Wednesday, April the 17th at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on D's site. And again, I'm going to try to pull a lot of fun vintage items that have a spring and summer type of theme. I have some really cool stuff too that I'm going to pull from my inventory. Maybe even some stuff from these hauls. But anyway, just be sure to be on the lookout. I'm going to post a reminder video on my site probably by this weekend, just as a reminder. So just be on the lookout for that, and you can bookmark it and come join Dee. Dee always has amazing stuff as well. You know, I totally love her. She always has amazing stuff. So, but anyway, come check us out on Wednesday, April the 17th at 5 o'clock p.m. All right, guys, thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right, guys, smooches.